EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And bulled up through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Beasley. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Watch the pass. Check
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Coming to you. Right there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10. 41. A shotgun give to Fournette. 10 more there and another first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 20-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off play action. Beasley. This will be caught just inside the 10. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Taken down by Bobby Wagner.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Beasley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6. For a Panther touchdown.
Here I come.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Ball carrier.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And 3.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. throwing on first down. Beasley. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Beasley flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
54, right there, 54 Mike.
Operating from the gun, Beasley. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Taken down.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the 1st down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. From the gun, Beasley. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, You have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a run with Geis. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 1st down, Beasley.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Beasley. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. .158 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. To throw, Bridgewater. Off to Geis on the screen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes.
Touchdown, Carolina! A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any point. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The gain of 6. Makes it.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
To kick off for Carolina.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports?
Now this will make it into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
A gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Fournette. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play. First down.
10 at the 37-yard line.
A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Now Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8 on 2nd down now. It's Jones. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Prater's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the pickup.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They stay on the ground. Geis again. He'll have a first down past the 40. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
For the point after.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 77 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
For the point after.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
It's Geis on the counter. And some room to roam now. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Geis with a carry on second down. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 42. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
And it's third down.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking downfield. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Fournette.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Fournette running out of the gun.
7-yard line.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. So he visits pay dirt for a 2nd time. Unfortunately, they're still down on the big board.
And I wonder what's going through his mind right now. Playing hard, making big plays. That wasn't a small run by any stretch of the imagination either. To find the end zone for the 2nd time, yet his team still down. They need more of that from him and a little help from the defensive guys.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a gain of 34.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Buccaneers' 46-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. On the ground, it's Geis. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
A toss right to Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Geis. He He's to the 10, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. 24 yards, and the Panthers add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it's going to be second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
To throw is Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Thomas, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try and burn some clock with Geis. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
13-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Third down, here's Geis. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 87 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
45.
Extra point good by Prater, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Wisnowski set to kick off.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it.